Happy opening day, everyone. We finally have baseball games that mean something in March this season. You'll love to see it. Opening day, part of the holy trinity of the MLB. This, the trade deadline, and the final game of the World Series. The three best days of the calendar year. We're not going to do just a generic run through where I tell you that the Astros are probably going to barely beat the Mariners in the AL West, or that the Guardians are going to be a step above the White Sox and the Twins in the AL Central, or that the Blue Jays are really going to hit this year and they're going to pitch pretty good and they're going to top the Yankees out in the AL East, or that the Mets and Braves are going to have a dogfight that's going to come down to the wire with the Phillies taking the third playoff spot in a wild card form for the NL East, while the Cardinals run away with the NL Central and the Padres top the Dodgers out in the NL West. There's no need to talk about that. Let's talk about some fun stuff. And every single year, there is a dark horse team that no one sees coming that just keeps winning and winning and winning, and you expect the wheels to fall off, and it finally does in the middle of September or at the last week of the season. In pro sports, the most recent team for that was the Minnesota Vikings. They were never good. They won a bunch of games, and they just collapsed in the playoffs. The team this year for MLB is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates. They have just enough question marks. They have just enough kind of don't know if they're going to be good, but could be good pitchers, and enough youthful hitters with prospects that could be coming up at any point in time to constantly battle and stay relevant and win enough games in a weak division that you look up at the trade deadline and you think they're a piece away. And the reason why I love them as this pick for the overachievers that don't make the playoffs is because you know damn well their front office and their ownership will not do a single thing of meaning at the trade deadline that could possibly put them over the hump. So they will be in that 75 to 82 win bump out of nowhere, going way above what they're expected to do, but still not make the playoffs. They are my favorite for the pick of Cinderella that has the carriage turned back into a pumpkin before midnight, before they can win the big picture. Now let's talk about some dark horses for awards. The NL Cy Young race is absolutely stacked. There are a handful of guys that have a legit chance of winning on name recognition alone. I mean, the NL East, you got Scherzer, Verlander, Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, Sandy Alcantara. The list goes on and on. They are a loaded division. The NL Central has Corbin Burns. Brandon Woodruff can come out of nowhere and have a really good season. The NL West has Yu Darvish, the dark horse in Joe Musgrove. Clayton Kershaw's out there, will probably never be healthy enough to do it again. Urias has the ability to do it. I think Zach Gallen, though, is a great long shot pick if you want to think of someone outside the box who has a chance to win the NL Cy Young. The Padres are the only team I think that is going to consistently score runs on a high level out there. The Dodgers are going to take a step back this year. He's going to have the strength of schedule to do it. He's a great pitcher. The Diamondbacks stink. There's that whole aspect of that part of it where they have lower expectations. Gallen has been a very good starting pitcher since he's entered the league. He flies under the radar. He doesn't get the respect he deserves nationally. He has a chance to have a breakout year on the national stage for people that follow the sport that know he's already really damn good. And when you have all these names, he can just easily be right there statistically in that top 5 the whole season, and no one gives him any credit or attention until probably August, September. Watch out for him. Another dark horse award for you guys. In the AL MVP race, you got the Ohtani pick as always. Judge. Vlad's being really talked about. The next level down, people are talking about Simeon and Seager without the shift, how they could be monsters. All these analytics proving that they should be well above what they've been, even though they've already been really good their whole careers with that. I'm going to give you guys someone that I love as a pick, though, here. It's not really that surprising of a name, but it's kind of being overlooked a little bit about, and that's that the guy the Red Sox actually re-signed, Rafael Devers. The dude just flat out hits. He's going to have a monster year, and part of it is going to be that they are going to pitch to him more often than he's been pitched to in the past because the Red Sox are a dumpster fire on their roster. Their over-under has been 78.5, and I don't even think they're going to come close to that. They are a terrible team. I don't know how they're running this team anymore. Their organization is lost, but Devers is a superstar, and without the shift and in a lot of at-bats where he's going to get some garbage time plate appearances, he is just going to flat out rake. I think he is going to be in the top 3 for the MVP award all season long with a really good chance to win it. And that will bring you to my final surprise, and that is that Shohei Ohtani will not be the AL MVP or Cy Young, and that is because the Angels are going to realize halfway through the year when they are dead and buried that they should have traded Ohtani now or in the offseason, and they are going to move him, and he is not going to have the appearances qualifying him for either award. That's right. Shohei Ohtani is going to be traded, and they're going to trade him at the only point where his value will not bring back the top 5 prospects of the farm system. I don't know how they butchered the way that they've handled him. There is no way they are re-signing him long-term. They have not had the team success with him and Trout there, which is, again, a complete indictment of how that franchise is run. If Ohtani was traded at any point in time in the last year and a half, the Angels would have received twice the haul the Nationals got for Soto. That's how good Ohtani is. He's going to get $500+ million in the offseason. Even if he gets hurt this year, he is still going to get a $400+ million contract offer from someone in the offseason. He's probably going to be a Met, Yankee, or Dodger next year because they're going to break open the bank for him, and he is going to be in a marquee spot, and it's going to be great for MLB. But the Angels completely ruined this. The only way they get any value out of him now is if they win the World Series this year, which they will not do. And if they are out of it by the trade deadline, they are going to get back half of what they should have for Shohei. Recap: Mets, Cardinals, Padres winning the NL divisions, Braves, Phillies, Dodgers as your wild card teams. Over in the AL, you got Blue Jays, Guardians, Astros winning division, Mariners, Yankees, and I'm going to go surprise here with the Twins getting the 3rd wild card spot out in the AL. Your dark horse for the NL Cy Young is going to be Zach Allen. Your dark horse for the AL MVP is going to be Rafael Devers. And your big surprise is that Shohei Ohtani will be splitting times between leagues after the trade deadline because the Angels are going to do what they always do, knock themselves out of contention, get half of what they should get for him, watch him go somewhere in the offseason, and get nothing of relevance for it moving forward when they could have gotten an entire farm team to supplement Trout, and they probably would have been the #1 team out west had they done that at any point in time in the last 2 years. That's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy opening day.